We all know very well that only a few people listen to the words of parents and doctors when they say, "Don't eat that," while the vast majority will say, "How can we give up something that is so tasty?" However, sometimes it's worth listening to such people, and here's why. You'll never know all the truth about what's in food products, because the secret ingredients will not be told to the whole world. But sometimes you can find out what they mix in their products. Hi there. Here are 5 products about which it is better to not know what they are made of. So, let's start with cheese for sandwiches. It would seem that cheese is a very useful product, but not always. Most cheeses for sandwiches, grated or sliced, contain very little real cheese. To save and simplify the process, some manufacturers replace milk with a whey protein or palm oil. Such goods will not be cheese, but cheese products. But nobody will write that on the label. But this is not the worst thing. It turns out that sometimes to give a certain consistency, shade, or taste, the manufacturer can actually mix a natural animal protein in there. Do you know where it comes from? Write your answers in the comments. Real cheese should be made only from natural milk and not contain vegetable fat. So be vigilant and buy only real and quality cheese. And now we will talk about the product without which a modern person simply can't imagine going a day without. Of course, we're talking about coffee. Whatever they say in advertising, instant coffee can't be 100% natural. Yes, it is made from real grains, which are ground and processed with hot water, then turned into a powder if it's instant coffee, or granules if granulated. Still, it is frozen or dried. As a result of all these processes, coffee loses most of its flavor and aroma. This deficiency is corrected with the help of fragrances and another secret ingredient. Some companies use insect excrement. This helps them maintain the taste of coffee for a long time. What about cold tea? Cold tea is made from a tea extract. First they brew, then dry, getting a powder in the end, which will be transported and rebred with water. As a result, in a jar of cold tea, the tea itself can be less than 1%. All the rest is sugar, water, and flavors. In other words, it is pure chemistry. Therefore, it is better to make tea at home and wait until it cools. Oh, and by the way, how many cups of tea do you drink per day? Or maybe you prefer coffee? Write your answer in the comments. When the world learned what Coca-Cola was in fact doing, there was no limit to the surprise of Coca-Cola lovers. Not everyone was pleased to learn that a mysterious ingredient is made from insects. For the production of a natural dye of carmine, which is part of Coca-Cola, female insects of cochineal are used. Unfortunately for many people, the fact that a component derived from insects is added to their favorite beverage may not be very pleasant. Perhaps that's why this component was kept secret for so long. Well, lastly, delicious colorful candy dragées. The looks of these candies are incredibly attractive, and the taste is also unusually cool. And when you eat one packet of these chocolates, you'll probably want one more. The fact is that such dragées are covered with shellac. Shellac is a resin secreted by the female lac bug on the trees in the forest of India and Thailand. In other words, we are fed worms.